don't want to say. It's in the touchdown, 44 seconds.
What happened?
Indiana scored a touchdown. Takes 40 seconds.
I mean, 40 seconds is a lot of time for Iowa.
Yeah, man.
That's a lot for Iowa fans to watch.
Hey, it's a different. You're right. They might score.
He'd probably settle for field goal.
Why you got that up?
Cover that spread. Yeah.
Stephon, why you got that up? Is Alabama or no?
Important to start something.
That doesn't start another hour for like 45 minutes. I know it seems like it's 9:30 at night.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I thought it was 4:30.
Sorry for that.
Hey, Steven, Hugh Freeze is losing.
Yeah, man. Been a better guy.
Yeah, man. The worst guy you know is failing at the balls.
Balls are losing to Mississippi State.
Picture in picture.
Thank you very much, UB voters. Some of us know what we're doing. Mississippi State is beating Tennessee right now.
The problem now is that,
OSU fans were
hey,
Yeah, let's
see,
do
the
really Hill State.
problem now is you got to face Mississippi State.
I know what fan bases love you, which one they
Good news for you.
Indiana fans don't touch them. Mississippi State
They got me.
Let me tell you some differences for Indiana to get win.
Right. You're doubting Southern Indiana. That is true.
I might find some similarities there. You're seeing that now. We're not where we need to be in terms of down the road. I think we still got a lot of work to do in all areas. So we have to continue to work to get better. But you're seeing obviously the potential of where we are. But each week we're going to have to continue to get better because in this conference, that's our first conference win. Got a lot of work to do, but it does give us something to refer back to. Of you just went into an environment where they've won 22 straight games, and this team won, and if we can do some things a little bit better, we're going to come out of this film session thinking that we could have even played a little better in certain areas. But that's it. This time of year, you got to continue to figure out what the issues are and continue to get better. But I think the confidence is there, and it should be.
So Joey and Rob Aller.
And specifically with this defense, the way it's playing on third down has been really strong. Tonight, Washington came in this country leading the nation in third down conversions. What are you specifically doing in some of those spots to kind of get the stop on third down, hold so field goals? That seems really strong.
Yeah, well, it starts with first and second down, trying to get them into third and long. But it's playing situational football. And the way that we're playing now, and most teams are playing, they huddle, we huddle, you're not going to get as many plays. You're talking about 53 and 62. So it's not a lot of football. So that means the percentage of plays is going to be a lot situational. And so we've got to be great in the situations. And it's something we worked hard in the preseason. Certainly Matt and the defensive staff understand that part of it and work hard at it. We do as a team. But that really what it comes down to in understanding, your opponent. Now, it's always about us, but you got to understand how they're trying to attack us. And a big part of it was stopping the run on first and second down and forcing them into third and, either third medium, third long situations.
Over to Rob Aller.
Yeah, Ryan, I think it's fair to say you're offensive-minded. But what does a defense like this allow you to do offensively? Not take risks, just not make mistakes. Is that sort of the idea, or how do you work that into the game plan?
Well, I think it's important that we continue to grow on offense and figure out where the identity of this team is and where it's going. I think it's something that we'll work on week to week. But when you have a defense that is playing the way it is right now, you can play with confidence, knowing that you don't have to score every single possession. You can control the clock and play it. I wouldn't say more conservative, but you understand time, score, and situation. Quite honestly, in that last drive, or second to last drive, when we took the penalty, which we can't be doing this, we can't be having these self-inflicted wounds. It's going to cost us a game. So, and that happened too many times in this game. So, we had 5 penalties, and so we can't do that. But when we found ourselves in that situation, it was you want to push the ball down the field and possibly create a turnover, or run it twice and kick the field goal and make it 14-point game. We ran it there and on 3rd and 17 and got 16 yards on it, and then once it was 4th and 1, we decided to go for it. So it allows you to sort of play the game knowing that you have a good defense and you don't have to score every time. Now, the goal is to score every time, and we got to continue to figure out ways to be more explosive, and we will. That's something that we're going to work hard on this week.
Real quick, you have a new defensive coordinator. He lost a lot of guys. Are you at all surprised that this is all becoming an historically elite defense so quickly?
Well, we're only 4 games in, so we got a lot of work to do here.
4 games, it's historically good.
Hey, I'd rather it this way than any other way, right? So, listen, it doesn't surprise me with the coaches that we have. It doesn't surprise me with the players that we have. But that being said, we got a long season ahead of us, and I think there's confidence right now, and that's the most important thing I think for young players. And now, I think we can start to say they're not inexperienced anymore. Maybe they don't have as many games as some of the guys who were here last year, but now you're starting to see them do that. And you take some of these guys who started for the first time on defense. People talk about Julian, but the first a start for a lot of these guys was Texas at home. And now the first road game was against a team that won 22 straight at home. So these are all things that I think are building up our confidence, which is critical. So to say I'm surprised, no, I'm not surprised. But it's exciting. It's exciting to see the capability and the potential. And I think if we can all stick together as a team, we'll have the chance here. But long way to go, a lot of work to do.
We'll do 2 more, Cameron Teague, and then Joe Nugent all the way in the back. Cameron?
Brian, you mentioned Julian, obviously his first road start in a place like this. How important was that drive
to end the first half, and then to carry that over. How important was that for him, and how can he continue building that going forward?
Man, the middle eight. That's it. You know, so many games are won and lost in the middle eight. So for us to score there and then come back before you turn it, it's 14-7. And you know, we're going to look back on this first quarter and just, you know, get sick because, but that's football too. And that's on the road. And I got to tell you, you know, when you wake up in the morning and you go, okay, here we go. Who knows what's going to happen in this type of a game? Now we got to get on the film. We got to learn from it. We got to get better at it because if we need to, or if we're going to go where we want to go in terms of this team, you know, we got to be better in those areas. But it would have been very easy to get discouraged, and we didn't. Hung in there, kept swinging, kept battling, and so, you know, we showed resilience, and that's a positive.
All the way in the back, Joe.
On the Washington fake field goal attempt, did that feel like a momentum shift on the bench? Did it feel different, significant?
I thought that was a big swing in the game for sure. Yep. You know, they were being aggressive, but it was, you know, our guys were prepared for it, and that was a big stop. Big stop. You know, because when you get down in the red zone, we got to force field goals, but then when you get a stop like that, I mean, when you get a stop, it's a 4-point play. When you get a stop, that now it's a 7-point swing. That's the way we look at it. So that was a big point in the game for sure.
All right, Coach, thank you.
All right, guys, thanks.
Thanks, Ryan.
Ryan Caden Curry in here. My favorite, right here, this guy right here.
Chicken fried.
Okay. Sure, yeah.
Okay. Hey, Mike. Like what, 6 or 7, and then.
Okay, just go.
Hey, Caden, 6, 7 tackles today. You seem like a man possessed at times. What was just going on out there with you guys on the defensive line, especially?
I mean, first and foremost, just seeing Ohio State fans out there. You saw Sea of Red, and when it was supposed to be a crazy atmosphere, and just seeing all of them was a great atmosphere to see. And I feel like we just took accountability of our actions today, and we just make the plays when the number's called.
And you tied Ohio State's record today at 5 tackles for loss. Just what does that mean to you?
I honestly didn't know that, but I mean, honestly, it's truly a blessing, and I just got to thank the man upstairs for that.
What was the defensive strategy to keep Mon Williams hemmed in so he couldn't scramble and made a lot of passes, but
Yeah.
a lot of damage? What kind of strategy?
I mean, honestly, just the way we practiced all week. We knew we were playing a great athlete and a great playmaker, so we knew we had to contain the quarterback, and we knew we had to do our job. And honestly, plays just come off of that. I mean, when you cage the pocket that well, I mean, he's going to come to you eventually.
When you got a mobile quarterback like that, does that motivate you more as a defense at all? Because you guys got 6 sacks. It's not easy to do against somebody who can.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, you love to see the pressure put on you as a defensive line. I feel like our defensive line this year is just a bunch of no names, and we just go out there and we just try to ball and we try to play as hard as we can.
What about the chemistry that's developed between these guys?
I mean, we've been here together for 2 to 3 years now. I mean, we've definitely seen guys before us. We see the great defensive line last year, all of our guys in the NFL now, and we just learned every day off of them, and just being able to play with them and be able to learn and teach from them, and just definitely paid off.
What do you think you guys are doing well on third downs, even though you may be bouncing your own kind of deep in your own territory and heels against? What do you think you're doing well in those spots?
Just continuing to play. I mean, a lot of defenses can break down. You know, you can start to kind of give up a little bit, and then that kind of that voice in the back of your head saying, all right, they already got this drive, they're already done. I mean, we definitely just play up to the standard, and we never give up.
Are you guys enjoying being essentially the unit that's winning Ohio State football games right now?
I mean, we love to do our job, and we love to do it at the high level, and we love to make plays when our numbers are called. And, I mean, if it happens to be in the back of the goal line or in the middle of the field, or if the game's on the line, we love all the energy behind it.
You were a lot of people's upset special today. Were y'all reminding each other of that? Did that motivate you?
I mean,
With this game?
our defensive line, we're always motivated. Our whole defense is motivated. I mean, we feel like we always have a chip on our shoulder, and we feel like we always, because, I mean, we lost so many players last year. We have so much to gain now, and we have so many players just have an edge, and we have so much such a good defense that just wants to play and just keep playing.
Can you just use the term, name some defensive line? It seems like you guys are starting to lose that. Has that been like motivation for you guys so far this year? And what do you think that's going to be like when you are not no names?
I mean, I feel like we're always going to have that mindset, and we're never going to let it get to our head, and we're always going to play like we are those guys that just kind of play as one unit.
Last question right here. Then we got Kid McDonald.
We'll sit you down right there.
It's going to sound kind of weird. I wanted to ask you, like your eye black coming off the field was all over your face. Do you do it that way, or was that just a natural result of the way you
No, normally I have one cross on one side and I do a ring on the other side, just a significant what I want to do at the end of the year.
Does I mean, do you like look in the mirror after the game and like see like you kind of wore the effort you gave today?
I mean, that's the least of my worries, honestly. So, I mean, if it happens, it happens.
Caden, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
And the other Caden.
Hey, Mike, about 5 and I'll have someone else. Thanks again, Caden.
Here's the crazy theory. All right, 5 minutes with Caden McDonald. Okay, fire away.
Hey, when you have a quarterback mobile that's him, how hard is it to have the discipline to stay in your pass rush lane and not get too far afield or stare at and be able to shed when he
Well, I'll say Coach Johnson, he this whole week he was preaching of rushing is one. You got Caden Curry, KJ, Edric, all those guys, man, we just played together and Big Ten play. Quarterback's really good, but we all rushed together and we made a play.
Seems like you and Caden Curry were just feeding off each other all day. How does he help make you better and vice versa?
Caden Curry, man, he's a hard worker. It's just how you practice is how you play, and we work really hard. We always push each other to go as hard as we can, and you see shows.
To make that final play that mattered right up the gut, you pulled Demond Williams down and stuff. What's going through your mind there? You seemed extremely happy.
Well, just it was 4th down. I was like, just bring out my best move, and I got past the center, and the rest was history.
Are those plays where you feel the weight loss this offseason? You talked about becoming slim back now. Like, are those plays where you feel that?
For sure. I feel like I can go longer and just really help my team win, because that's at the end of the day, we want just with the win on the board.
Caden, when you guys first started this season, it seemed like the stars of this defensive unit, IGB, Sonny, Caleb, you guys kind of come in. Caden Curry called you guys the no names on the defensive line. To see what you guys are doing now and the impact that you're having through 4 games, what does that mean to you guys?
It's first and foremost, got to thank God, we're at Ohio State, the number 1 team in the country, and just being ready for the moment, the opportunity to go make a play, and it shows,
Okay, it looks like you guys, you had to wait your turn, everyone on the defensive line had to. It looks like you're trying to make up for lost time.
Mm-hmm.
You just look so motivated. Is there truth to that?
For sure, motivated. Just really, I love football. I love doing this, and just happy we got the win.
All right, we'll bring in Kenyatta. Caden, thank you.
Thanks, Caden.
Appreciate it. Fire away.
Kenyatta, you've been here with Caden Curry for 3 years. To see him have the kind of game that he did today, how exciting is that for you?
I mean, it's very exciting. I've been seeing this since freshman year, so it's not surprising, but I'm very excited for him.
KJ, you made the play where I think you wrapped up Demond around one of the offensive linemen and the rest of the guys corralled.
Mm-hmm.
Is that just kind of one example of the way that you guys are working together right now? It seems like you guys are all really on the same page on the defensive line.
Yeah, that's what Coach Jay been preaching to us, all year. Just play as one. Don't be selfish, and you've seen it today. So.
Yeah. Everybody on the defensive line had at least one play of significance, and several of you guys had several. What does it just say about this group y'all put together here now? I mean, basically replacing 4 starters from last year. A lot of people thought that was the question mark of this defense. How do you think you've answered that?
I mean, just keeping the standard, the Rushman standard. Like you said, we lost 4, good guys, but Caden Curry and I, and the older guys, we live up to that standard. And the younger guys and the people, and the other players, they just follow after that standard. So.
Playing as one, is that you guys have to give up some of yourself a little bit at times? Explain how that works.
I mean, like I said, we're not playing selfish football. Like you said, we got to give up some plays. We got to do things that we don't like sometimes. But hey, as long as the team win, we're good.
Is it possible for a defensive line to be in the zone?
Pardon?
Is it possible for a defensive line to be in the zone? Is that?
Oh, of course. Yeah, it felt like that.
What's it like when that is happening for you or everybody?
Just havoc. Nobody can block us. Just go get a dude with the ball. Do your job and go get a dude with the ball.
What's the feeling?
Last question.
They've won 22 straight. Your 22 teams try to come in and win. They've been unsuccessful. You guys were successful.
Yeah, that was a pretty good team out there. Environment was real good. It was real loud, but we're the Ohio State Buckeyes. At the end of the day, we play our football. It's all about us, and we don't really care about who our opponent is. It's just about us.
Kenyatta, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Bring in CJ. this will be our last player.
Play call came in, fourth and half a yard, and it's a pass. What was going through your mind?
Get that 1 yard. Yeah, just catch the ball, knife get vertical, and get that 1 yard for the team.
What was the feeling like of running into the end zone on that play, essentially sealing the game?
To be honest, it was, electrifying, just having the opportunity, to seal the game, us to, sing the song, that was special.
Do you remember when you guys installed that play and maybe what you thought about it in that moment?
We rep plays, all through camp and, the spring, so, we finally got the opportunity to run it. So, I was definitely cheesing. I was like, man, hurry up, call the play. But, I had the opportunity and I made the catch.
CJ, what's it like being in this room with Bo and James? You guys seem to all be kind of working as one together and doing a lot of good things each of you.
It's special, man. You got speed, and you got the change of pace guy, and, I'm the power guy. So it's like, when we all work together, we, dangerous, but when you try to separate us, it's very hard for us to play as one. That's something Coach Locke continually preaches. Like, if you play as one, trust me, the game will go the right way.
How frustrating was it the way the game started? Though y'all got right down there, but couldn't punch it in, and then of course there was the fumble on the kickoff return. Y'all didn't get the ball back. What did y'all get straight? You think in that second quarter, especially that end of the second quarter drive, CJ?
Definitely on that 4th and 1. I got to do a better job getting my pass down. That's something I got to continually work on. But Coach, they always tell us weather the storm. So I think that's something we did as a team. We weathered the storm very well, and we responded quickly.
What is it like to see? And then Jeremiah catches that drag route over the middle, and like I said, it looked like a freight train turning up the field. What does that just do for the whole team to have a player like that make a play like that?
Man, that alien give us some juice, man. That man, that got different. He worked hard every day. He pushed us, each and every day, to be our best. And he just always bring that, that juice. He's a South Florida guy, so he's got that swagger to him.
CJ, what do you like having a quarterback like Julian? We talked all year about the poise he has, like for freshmen or for a first-time starter to come on the road like this. Like, how impressed were you with the way he handled the environment?
I wouldn't say I'm impressed. I see that guy every day in practice. He we go against the best defense in America every day. So, with the things he do in practice, doesn't surprise me what he did today.
How much did that kind of poise, I guess, translate in the huddle, as you guys are trying to score late in the half or whatever it may be?
It translates a lot. He's just calm in there. He reminds us, stay calm. It's just a play, we go continually stack plays and, punch it in.
CJ, you mentioned
last question.
Down play. Did that give you more motivation going forward? You'd want to make up for that play?
Yeah, I always try my best, to be the power back and get the dirty yards. That's what Coach Locke like to say. So, me not, getting that 4th and 1 for the team was very heartbreaking for me. But I had an opportunity later on in the game to fix that.
All right, CJ, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. All right, guys, thank you. See you back in Columbus.